All right. Ah.
My eyes!
By the light.
Yeah, so this guy, as he like runs up the stairs, he chunks a Pokeball, and his Weavile pops out, and I guess it's a battle. As he kind of hears, yeah, yeah, boss, they're up here. There ain't much running from here.
We obviously weren't running, we were waiting for you.
Also, just saying, Seth, next time they toss a Pokeball in your general direction, you should hit it with the bat.
Oh, I wish I would have called her.
Kind of like
Slam it back at him.
the like reverse grenades.
Oh god.
Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, you're fast. Oh, no.
Weevil just comes out swinging with the metal claws for 17 damage. Vera, you're up. Oh, actually, this is probably a good time to turn the music on. Thankfully, I have my noise gate up. There is a sports ball game going on.
Also, Seth, I will say, hold strong up there because only 4 of them can come up at a time. Gotta limit it.
How do I change the, like, damage base and accuracy of a move?
So let's see. Well, which one are you changing? Struggle?
Well, struggle because of the bat. I have yet to
struggle.
do this. I think I figured it out.
Yeah, it's the second option.
Yeah, there's push to chat,
and
then
so it is a large melee weapon. So that raises the AC by 1 and raises the damage base by 2, and it is two-handed. All right. What is Radiance doing?
Radiance is measuring whether they're in range. Yes. Ember.
Ember.
Haha.
Ember. Very nice. All right. Claydol. Claydol is... Oh, God.
Cosmic power.
No, he's gonna use Psybeam. It's just I'm sitting there looking at self-destruct, and I'm just like, oh.
Nah, he's got to save that for when there's 4 people on the stairs.
Boom. He also has Hyper Beam as well.
Jeez.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Weavile is a dark type. Oops. Blackberry. I know my Pokemon types, I swear.
Dark ice, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Papa, do I have anything that's ranged? Not really. Wee.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the form that it was given in Legends Arceus. It's a little derpy to me.
All of the Legend Arceus moves or regional forms were bad. They did my girl Lilligant so bad.
I don't mind like Growlithe and Arcanine.
Yeah.
Don't mind Typhlosion too much, but like Decidueye bothers the fuck out of me.
Yeah. I forget the original coloring of Decidueye, like the not shiny is like the red and orange, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right. So as let's see, yeah. All right. So you do manage. Blackberry did manage to yoink a dark booster. And as you know, before the other or this grunt gets to go, you can just hear like a woman just kind of like make a noise as she chunks something up the stairs. Yay!
Oh no. We were just talking about self-destruct.
Oh no.
Yay! Oh god. Ah. More light.
My eyes.
My eyes. Yeah. Should I turn the flashlights off? Or is it kind of just funny?
I mean, it's very amusing, but I don't know. I feel like you either have to give everybody in those cones that are that close the blinded condition, or
Oh no.
ooh,
Oh god.
Oh god, whoopsies.
Blackberry like shies away and goes invisible like a boo.
There we go. I will change the other one in a second. The electrode gets to go, and you know what? Actually, it's going to set up light screen. Very nice. Right, the male grunt will give the Weavile brutal orders. The grunt will no. We're good. Eleanor.
Mighty boy! Welcome to battle, Atticus.
first time in a battle?
Yeah.
New
Oh,
friend.
look at that speed.
Slow friend.
It's okay.
All right.
I'm really hoping that the grunt and grunt F just don't start beating on my poor boy.
Oh god.
Oh no, Atticus, that's not a good place to be.
Why?
Well, also, my plan was to push this fucking Weavile and try to get it to bowl these two down, but Atticus is now in the way.
No, it's he's heavy enough. It's an extra tripping thing. It's like a Lego.
Oh yeah, nice. Wait,
So
actually,
you'll give me advantage when I push this thing?
Yes, I will do that just for the hell of it.
Hell yeah.
whoa.
Yes.
Do you know the weight of an Aaron?
It's
What's the weight class? Because what, the higher the heavier, right?
weight class of 4.
Yeah, according to the Pokedex, it weighs 132 pounds. That's a lot. That's like a large child.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is yeah, that's weight class 4. Yep. He is a heavy boy. All right. Our mysterious trainer who
Has
apparently
yet to
is
turn
named...
around.
Well, he's facing us.
There you go. He'll moonwalk backwards.
Why did
There you
he
go.
just now get added to the round?
I don't know. Kind of weird.
For me, he was added, but he was like further up in the initiative order.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe that's a side effect of the. That's weird because it's not. I'm not changing tokens. I'm just changing the image. Anyways, it is Seth's turn. Our friend just moves.
Hi, buddy. I'm gonna attempt to push this dude down the stairs.
All right. What is push again?
Now I'm confused because like there is an AC to even do it, but it's a post-combat or athletics. And if
Yeah,
I
'cause
win, then he gets pushed.
Right. So you have to hit first.
Okay. So what is that? The 20 minus 4 plus if I have anything to hit?
Yes.
And where would I find if I add anything to hit? Accuracy bonus, right?
Yeah.
+2.
Give me that roll. And what is it? Combat?
Combat or athletics. Oh no. Oh no, Seth. Come on. Come on with your athletics.
It kind of stands firm. Atticus.
That was to hit the d20.
Oh.
And either
Oh, okay.
way, I rolled below.
Fair enough. Right, yeah, it kind of wobbles. You kind of hear it make a noise as it kind of like teeters over the step. Atticus.
Well, I guess it's gonna miss.
Mias.
My boy, please.
First combat.
Literally.
Yep.
He's shy. I'm sorry, guys.
Has a performance anxiety. All right. Radiance, you're up.
No.
No.
No, not 55 extra damage. Oh no. That would be horrible. Fire, fire, fire.
Fire, fire, fire. You can't burn me, I'm already on fire. Hey, Weavile. Like a... I guess it's just metal clawing again. It's out of roll. More scratches. It's like an angry cat. Ooh. 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 Time to either push it down or just beat it over the head. Alright, Spira. Oh, I should actually mention, because you do have a weapon, you do gain access to Bash as well, Seth.
That would have been nice to know.
Yeah, I forgot. There you go. I added it for you. All right. Wait, yeah, Spira, what you doing?
Spira's just gonna give Radiance orders, and she's gonna move up behind, a little closer to Seth to extract him if he needs it.
All right. All right. The electrode will target Blackberry and use Electro Ball. Let's see, when determining the damage dealt by Electro Ball, the user adds its speed stat in addition to their special attack stat. The target in turn subtracts both its speed and special defense stat. Okay, so its speed is 24. So I'm going to apply the damage. So 27. What is Blackberry's speed?
17.
17. Okay, so add add like 6 more damage to that. Right?
But it's also special defense, right?
Well, yeah, but that's normal.
Or is special defense automatic? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the special defense is what's automatic.
So 6 extra damage.
Yes. Right. Fuck it. We're whipping out the hyper beam against the electrode because it seems like fun.
Seems like fun.
Yeah. Hyper beam. Woo! This, this beam just like rips through a hunk of the ship.
Goes right over Atticus's head.
Yep, and you can see maybe like the two grunts just kind of like duck their heads a little bit as the beam kind of like moves a little bit. And you hear somebody like yell out, get out of my way! Blackberry.
If I actually selected Blackberry instead of Seth, that would help. Me doing a munch?
Yes.
Blackberry, why?
And before this grunt gets to go, you just see like first you see a flashlight, and then you just see this dude get like yoinked down the stairs, and is
oh, hi, buddy.
gets replaced by this like really massive dude in this trench coat, and he looks like he is ready to like break some skulls. We add him to the combat. There we go. Alright. He... Yee.
Oh, that's a big boy.
He throws out his Electivire. Add him to the combat. And he is immediately just like, he looks over, sees Blackberry, and just... uses Shockwave. What is that? Oh, did I have him self-targeted? I think I did. Whoopsies. Shockwave. Eh? What about... the hell am I missing here? There we go. Here we go. Alright, the female grunt will re-up her orders. Oh no.
How does a ghost bleed?
Ectoplasm.
Seth out here having
Red?
like the existential crisis.
Look, he's getting a little delusional. He's had a lot of blood loss.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. Fuck, what am I gonna do?
I just love this traffic jam at the stairs. Oh, talking about a traffic jam.
I forgot that Mizu is 4 tiles.
Oh god, what is Mizu doing?
That is also a good question. What is Mizu doing?
It looks like a very dragon-tailable opportunity.
What the fuck? Mizu!
Seth.
We're attempting this shit again.
Let's go.
Hit. Come on.
I will
Oh,
accept.
no.
I will accept that as a hit.
Okay. And then here we go. Roll off. Why you keep getting
Oh.
6s?
Oh. Just kind of like teeters again. Oh.
And then he's gonna use his shift action to just disengage.
All right. Sounds good to me. Yeah, Atticus.
Atticus is gonna, we are gonna... It would help if I click Atticus instead of Mizu. What the fuck? My man!
Oh, God. Time to get into them poke etches.
He just has ass rolls for some reason right now.
God. Tito, or, out. Fuck it. It's obvious his name is Tito. You can see it in the damn order. He's gonna take a step back seeing the Electivire. And he's going to up his Claydol's orders. It is very obvious he only has 2 Pokemon, and one of them is fainted. Radiance.
You know, he brought a whole toolbox when, you know, he could have brought a revive.
Look, priorities.
Radiance is gonna shift 1 meter. Why is it moving outside the grid?
Did you hold shift?
I'm not holding shift though.
No.
Confused. Anyway, he's gonna do that, and then gonna target the Electivire and Ember.
Alright. Very nice. Weavile. Oh, I'm Weavile.
Yeah, I'll take a turn. It's actually gonna trip over Atticus.
Throw itself down the stairs.
Oh, God. He's gonna hone claws. Does it have vicious? It does not.
Viscous?
Yes. Does it have viscous? Does it have vicious?
The
Okie dokie.
viscosity of the vial is in question.
Spira.
Oh my gosh, this is still... I'm not touching my keyboard, by the way. I don't know why this is suddenly broken.
Is your shift key stuck down, maybe?
Nope. Sure ain't.
Sounds
Oh,
like
yeah, she's
a
not moving either way. I was just curious to see if it was still not working.
You can refresh after this.
I guess she's gonna spray Seth down with a potion.
Thank you.
For 20
What kind of
hit
potion?
points.
20.
This is when like the Neo setting would come into use. You can just inject him with a stimulant. Just go get him.
Oh my god, stim packs.
Yep.
Potions are just fucking stim packs. Let's go.
Give him the soldier pill. Electrode. Using. He used Electro Ball last turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna use Charge Beam. And yes. Yes. Claydol's turn is skipped as he is recharging. Electivire. He's gonna use Thunder Punch. For 45 damage and 2 injuries against Mizu. Right. Our very large fella is going to you can see that like tightly wrapped in his hand is like a whip, and he's gonna do some whipping against Atticus.
He's whipping a child.
You leave my boy alone.
I should mention you can also see that he has like over his shoulder a like a short barrel orange and black shotgun.
Wow.
So it should be very obviously that it is non-lethal. But... All right, Blackberry, you're up.
Blackberry
Blackberry
is gonna do a little fun thing called getting the fuck out of there.
Goodbye. All right. Well, the grunt that was like yoinked down the stairs, you can just kind of hear him like, well, I can't. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. I'm doing great. How are you? Yeah, you can kind of hear him go, what's going up? What's going on up there? I can't see my Weavile. Mizu, you're up.
Well. Yeah, we're gonna try to go for that one again. Thank God.
Dragon Tail. Alright, that is a... I forget. Dragon Tail is the weight class thing, right?
Mm-hmm. 6 minus their weight class. How many things they get pushed.
He's a very fat boy. He's only moving one tile. Right, I'm alright, just ordering some stuff. Very nice. What you're ordering? Right, the female grunt will continue to up the orders on the electrode. Eleanor.
Eleanor. Well, Eleanor. It's my throw range 6. Eleanor's going to call out to the guy and just go, "Hey, thief!" And she's gonna take out a revive from her pocket and toss it to him.
All right, yeah, sure. So he kind of like, catches it.
That Dawn fan better have some ground attacks.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. They're just randomly generated. Seth.
Sending a Pokemon out is a shift action, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's only when you recall and send one out that it's a full action.
Okay. Which one would be the best in this? So Seth is going to pocket sand this Weavile. Or not.
Also, I need you to lower Weavile's speed by 1 combat stage.
Can do. All right. It is Fuji's turn.
Beat him up, Fuji.
He will in a bit. Everyone's too close right now.
Understandable. All right. Yeah. Tito will revive his Dawn fan. And does anybody know if that takes a full thing, or can he go ahead and throw the Dawn fan back in?
Well, he can throw it in because that's the shift action, and then the full action was using the revive.
Yee. All right. And he kind of yells out, it's probably not the best idea, but I'm doing it. And he kind of yells out to his Dawn fan, and I gotta roll me a d6. It's the boys using magnitude. 3. So magnitude 8. Nice. Magnitude 8. Oh no.
Eleanor's just over there shaking at the thought.
Don't talk about spirit like that.
Bruh.
All right, so
Yeah,
it's gonna hit. All right, so that's gonna hit Electivire. No, it won't. it will hit Electrode. It is a knocked out. It's sadly going to hit Atticus. This damn multi-hit move, I swear.
Oh, thank God, Atticus.
It will hit Weavile. Man, this thing's... This is why it's like, is this a good idea? Probably.
And that's the highest value magnitude I think I've ever seen.
The one that hit,
Mine was a
Eleanor.
full-on.
Yeah.
An max
it
damage
will-
die.
Yeah, this will hit both of these two. Nice. Oof. Alright, and... have I targeted Mizu with it yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Mizu and Fuji are your last two.
Oh, yeah. God. Oh, boy.
Mans could have literally put Donphan right here and, avoided the team, but, whatever.
Fair enough. Ooh, after that very long, yeah, many Pokemon got hurt there, but they did some decent damage. All right, back to Radiance.
Radiance is gonna certainly do something. I just don't know what exactly. Let's see. It still has tackle.
Tackle.
Keckle. It's gonna do a little flyover.
Okay. Very nice. Spiro.
Spirit is going to back up. And that's your turn.
All right, the Weavile that is barely standing will target Fuji and use Icy Wind, which will also hit Seth.
Why are you like this?
I don't mean for it to go this way.
Oh, and now he's slower too. Why are you so mean?
Hey, it misses you.
That's because you hid behind Fuji.
Fuji's actually only a 1.5 feet tall.
No,
my
Fuji
boy!
takes 30 damage and a single injury. That's quad weakness.
How dare you?
Claydol is back. Claydol is back again. Fuck it, it's gonna Hyper Beam again. Another beam just rips through the hull of the ship. Electivire taking major damage. And with that, the Electivire will use... It will use a Thunder Wave against Mizu. Miss. Paralyzed. Paralyzed. Oh, now his sheet opens up. Thanks.
Thank you
Foundry.
for raising my defense. I appreciate that, Scooty.
Oh, right. You have Marver's
scale.
Nice. Hey,
Which
look,
is what I needed.
that is fair. Burke. Or our, well, Bert, he's at it again. Let's see. Yeah, he's just going to,
You leave my boy alone.
Let's see, ignores any armor, damage reduction. Yeah, he's gonna use chip away. Just cracks his whip once again for 3 damage. I'm gonna knock this grunt out of combat because he's literally out of the field. This grunt will re-up her orders. Eleanor, you're up.
Shit, I didn't really consider what Eleanor was gonna do.
Stand there.
Bert, do be a wide boy in the chat.
Oh, yeah, that is a wide man in the chat. He's thick.
Oh
get-
yeah, Jesus.
Can we get W's in Twitch chat for wide Bert?
I need a wide Burke meme. Oh god, miss! All the misses.
I know.
Oi, 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 oi.
One of those days.
Yep, exactly. That's what happens when we start an hour late. Seth, you're up.
Okay, so Seth is gonna back up by Spira, and then gonna take a white apricorn he just randomly has in his backpack and chunk it, or attempt to chunk it, at Big Boy over there with the whip.
Let's
There.
do it. Yeet it.
Whoops, did not mean to right click that. What you said, shift click to change.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need damage bonus, I need accuracy bonus. So that should be a +2 on top of that.
+2. Okay, that will hit.
I have to roll again until it hits.
No, I can. Thankfully, the thing with trainers obviously is they have a lot less defenses, so I can do quick maths.
Quick maths.
Maths. 2 + 2 is 4. All right. That
was a lot of magnitudes.
Yeah, I know. Dawnfan will target the Electivire and use knockoff. Knocking off its electric booster, and it just kind of like tumbles onto the ground. Atticus, you're up.
A kiss. Still gonna ignore the man behind him.
He's oblivious. He's just kind of like, who's scratching my shell? Ooh. Ooh, there we go. Ooh.
Well, if it's still alive, lower its yeah, there we go.
You can just hear what happened up there.
Tiny boy.
All right, Fuji, you're up.
Hello, tiny boy. Just gonna make sure that this won't hurt you, and use apple acid on these two.
Against a wide boy.
Or against wide boy, I guess.
Fair
Lower
enough.
its special defense by 1 combat stage.
Oh no.
Good thing that Atticus only has physical attacks.
Yep. All right. Mizu.
Well, I am going to do
Remember
me
you-
one of
What?
these,
Nice.
which heals me for 40 hit points.
All right, very nice. Tito will give Onfan the focused orders, not training. And as we roll back to Radiance, you can kind of hear another Pokeball get thrown up the stairs, and it kind of like goes over Burke's like head, and he kind of like, ugh. Yee.
Lovely.
And Eleanor just kind of like, probably blinks a couple of times, and sure enough, a shadow Delphox enters
Just,
the battle.
Holds her head and starts shaking her head. Or puts her hand on her face and starts shaking her head.
Alright, Radiance, you're up.
It's going to shift. And tackle.
No. Vera. Always with the misses. Today is a terrible day.
It's one of those days where the dice have decided that we are not allowed. Fury's gonna throw out Serenity.
Alrighty. Very nice. The
difference is between the Roserade fight and this one.
The raid was already damaged.
Yeah. Alright, Claydol's turn is being skipped because it is recharging. Electivire. Targeting Dawn Fan. And... Yeah, I mean, I guess he's actually going to use Swift. So that will also hit Fuji as well. I'm not expecting much damage out of that. Yeah, 12 damage. Right, Delphox is up. The Delphox will target Radiance and use Shadowfire. For 43 damage and 2 injuries.
What the fuck?
Alright.
Resistant
Burke.
to fire, by the way.
Remember, Shadow is its own typing.
Right.
Alright, Burke will...
Leave my boy alone.
He kind of like, pulls up his whip, and he, from over his shoulder, he takes aim at Atticus, and you can see a key card kind of like fall out of his fuck.
Fall out of his what, Scooty?
His trench coat kind of just dangles there freely, and he will use Deep Shot. Boom. Or 1 damage. The the beanbag just kind of like ricochets off Atticus's shell.
Literally, Atticus is holding this man back and isn't even paying attention to him.
Serenity, what you doing?
She's going to... What's she gonna do?
Kick.
Just quick attack.
Very nice. Milgrant will up her orders. No, actually, wait. What orders? She kind of like looks at Burke and slinks down the stairs. No. There we go.
She wanted to get a good look at Fuji before she left.
Just the ooh. Eleanor.
Eleanor is going to give Atticus inspired orders and an instance of excited.
Yeah.
Oh.
Seth.
If I could be on this window, please, I would like to fly.
Sleepy
I don't-
boy.
Sleepy boy.
Sleepy.
I have to refresh my page, and I gotta remember which thing it is, because nothing is loading.
Oh no. Right. The Dawn Fan will target Electivire
There it goes.
and use Slam. Miss. Alright, Atticus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, this Pokemon.
Well, I was looking at something and I am not used to hearing Atticus.
Fair
Well,
enough.
anyway.
Very
And
nice.
that lowers its speed by 1 combat stage.
Speed. I
Speed.
am speed.
Lord.
Imagine that we're watching a Pokemon in a newer Pokemon movie over cars. Fuji.
Do, 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 do.
Bully this poor thing. That does wake it up.
Oh no.
Just kind of like shakes its head around. Ugh. Well, actually, they don't make any noise. All right, Mizu.
I mean, they can make noise.
They can? I thought it said that they don't make noise. That's what makes them weird.
I don't know. Maybe I'm forgetting.
I'm
What
not sure,
is
look.
Mizu doing?
Remember,
Wow.
they can either move or attack.
Yeah,
when
that's
they
what I was
resist.
reading. I was like, I don't remember how paralyze is supposed to work.
Yeah, we
That's okay.
used to do it like the base. Yes.
God damn it, Mizu.
I at this point I'm gonna need to make like just a miss compilation. Just, yes. All right. Tito is up in his orders. Radiance.
Radiant.
Radiance.
You know what? Radiance is just gonna get recalled.
Okay. Understandable. Claydol is back again and
Give
going.
Spear's turn.
Yeah, Spiro, what are you doing?
It's a good question.
See, I could have.
I was thinking about what I was gonna do, and I was just like, oh, okay, I guess I won't. Sit down, whatever.
Is it just standing menacingly over Serenity?
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
oh yeah. I guess technically it has a flying speed, so it would be flying, but
This is my bunny waifu.
Take that out of context, Cherry. Do it.
No, that's gonna be clipped and sent to Faye. All right, Justice.
oh my gosh, it's Justice's turn already.
You only have fast Pokemon.
Listen, shoosh.
No, I'm the DM.
Shoosh. Get supersonicked.
Sanicked. It also
15,
takes
20,
damage as well, correct?
22 damage.
22 damage?
It's a special attack stat.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Confusion. Now it's Claydol's turn. Claydol will target Electivire and use Psybeam. Thank you for hitting. Bleh. And with that, it is Burke's turn, who just kind of like makes this like grunt noise as he throws out
Join the fray.
There we go. An Aquanid. Alright, the Dale Fox is confused. Let's see, it will target Justice and use Shadow Blitz. Which is 6 damage, but you are moved.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yep,
Oh no.
and it failed its save, but did not hurt itself in confusion. Why you oh noing?
Justice is on the bed.
Get off
Yes.
the bed, Justice. No pets on the bed.
No, we're not making you into a body pillow. No. Serenity. I swear to God, if somebody, like, I do not want to see a Noivern, like, body pillow. That sounds horrifying. I'm sure they exist.
I mean,
On my way to find it.
Oh my gosh, this is such a clusterfuck.
Y'all wanted to fight in the teeny tiny baby room and not out on the deck. Miss.
I will say for
Eleanor.
searching Noivern body pillow, I wasn't expecting this to be the first result.
Oh God.
Fear.
Fear. Much fear.
What do you mean? That's great.
That's incredible. Where can I buy them in bulk, please?
Amazon.
Obviously at the Among Us store.
All right. Well, you know, can it get here before Spira's birthday?
No, probably not.
Ah, shame.
Gotta pay like twice the amount of the product for overnight shipping.
Her birthday is still a little bit of ways. Anyways, what's Eleanor doing?
They're just re-upping orders.
All right, and please, for the love of God, somebody remind me to put that in the video. Seth.
Seth is going to give Fuji some focused orders.
All right, Dawn Fan, I guess is targeting Aquanid. Does he even have room? Yes, he does. Okay. He's gonna do a little rollout. No, he's not. Miss. Atticus.
Yes, it is gonna.
Atticus, yes.
9? I know.
9?
9? Oh, baby, that's a crit.
If it's still alive, lower its speed. Goodbye! You know, for as many as Atticus missed, This is his second crit in just this battle.
He's a good boy. What's Fuji doing?
He is a good.
Fuji's going to disengage, and then God fucking nothing he has is good against this, but here we go with some acid.
Acid.
Lower that special defense.
Boy.
Or murder him.
Unnecessary. Unnecessary. Actually, I forget their, I should, when it comes to shadow Pokemon, I should, paint them. Hey, Mizu, what you doing? As I fix my chair yet again.
Well, what am I doing?
You can do both. You can move and attack.
Oh, nice.
So many options.
That is a good question. Hold on. Gotta look real quick.
No, there will be no holding on.
Bruh. Well, Mizu's just gonna slither over here. And,
Sneaky snag.
We, my friend, are, gonna... So wait, what do I roll for an AC roll to check if I can grapple him?
I think it should just be
Combat or athletics, I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's the opposed roll, but we've been missing the roll to actually hit.
Does it actually mention that though?
Well, it says AC 4. So I assume there is an actual...
That's D20 minus 4 plus whatever bonuses you get to hit.
Yeah. And yeah, we have been missing that. Oops. As per usual.
So, where would I find my bonuses to hit?
I doubt you have any, but they're gonna be an extras. Which is sitting at 0, so...
Nice, okay, cool. So D20 minus 4?
Yes. Yeah, okay. Alright, give me your combat roll.
Is it combat or athletic? Or, hold on.
Or combat or athletics.
Bet. I actually don't know if Amizu has any, Let's see.
You're under extras.
No, I know. I'm just looking to see which one's better. Athletics.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck.
21. Right? Yeah. Tito's gonna keep upping his orders. Justice, you're up. Get off the bed. Quit jumping on the bed.
Also, question.
Answer.
So when it's opposed combat or athletic checks, don't they both have to roll the same skill?
No, you choose
No?
better.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, think of it as like how it's described.
Yeah, okay.
Are they winning based on strength alone, or do they have experience doing this shit?
Experience in grappling?
Yeah, you know, wrestling.
Wrestling.
Quote unquote wrestling.
And he brings the chair out of nowhere!
I was thinking more like, no, sweetie, mommy and daddy are just wrestling.
God damn it. Come on.
What? Your stream's set to mature. It's fine.
Come on, we're from the South. We talking about wrestling.
Well, we must be, since all our sex ed was abstinence education.
Mine wasn't. I got the condom on the banana.
Incredible. Well, speaking of sex ed, my man just got sucked. So
All right,
Just-
spear up.
Justice got on the bed and then he went for the suck. You know, it's just the Justice way.
Gotta find that MP3 of the lady trying to teach how to do the thing on a grapefruit.
Oh god, yeah.
Indeed.
Show you
How much
later.
HP did I get back from Absorb?
Oh.
by the way?
Sorry. Talk about wrestling. 10.
Wow.
Wow.
Alright. Wow.
I mean,
Uh,
they are pretty squishy, so that's not surprising that you got back 10.
that's fair. That's fair. Spira is not going to do anything.
Alright. Claydol. Cosmic power. Right. Alright, well, as you know, he's completely cornered. He's not going down without a fight. So he's using slack off. He just kind of like takes a deep breath and he just looks completely invigorated. Right. Serenity.
I think Serenity's time is over.
Okay. Eleanor.
She's gonna re-up orders.
Seth. I pet Don Fan on the back.
I was gonna say he's just like casually walking over with that baseball bat on his shoulder, but sure, Dawn Fan gets some pets.
Why not?
Just everyone he passes along the way, Eleanor gets pet, Judge gets a pet.
You pet
Pat, pat.
Eleanor? Yes.
On the top of the head, just pat.
Right. Don Fan will recall himself. Atticus.
Well, my boy is gonna.
Finally turn around.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna try to grapple the man because the extent of Atticus's skills is pathetic, novice, untrained, 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 5 pathetics in a row, and then the rest are untrained.
God, yeah, I see that.
He's a baby.
Hey, is a baby. He's like a dingo. And he ate my baby.
Oh no.
Oh God, what is Atticus doing?
Well, try to think. Fuck it. We're just gonna, we'll also rock tomb the man. Get rock tombed, bitch.
Oh.
Lower that speed by 1.
Very nice. Alright, what's Fuji doing?
Luigi's gonna take a nap.
I take a nap.
He's tired.
Alright, what's Mizu doing? Going again?
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Sucked by the bat.
You
squeezed by
son
the
of a
snake.
bitch, Mizu.
Well, yeah. Oof. Big oof. Mizu is just a little too slippery to try to grapple anything. Sneakiest thing. Tito will just kind of like shout from the sidelines, I would just give up now. Yeah.
Say it
Justice.
from the chest, dude.
Justice.
Justice?
Justice.
Let's see. Oh no, he doesn't have thief, he has snatch. I was thinking maybe he could like snatch the key card from the guy, but that's not how that works.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not the right move.
I'm gonna go here. And he is going to gust. And in an attempt to blow him down the stairs.
Alright, does it actually have a pushback?
No.
Or is it
doesn't.
just no?
But
Okay.
it's just, you know,
Flavor.
gust of wind.
Wind.
Yeah. There's not enough room for him to actually get a good enough air movement to blow him down.
Fair enough. Alright, Spira, you're up.
She's chilling.
Sure. Alright. And before Claydol gets its turn, the intercom comes back on, and you see the same kind of just like nose and just dude still doesn't know how this thing works. He just kind of like smacks his lips a couple of times and just goes, "Perk, you absolute buffoon, you fingerhead. If you cannot handle them, I will handle them myself.
Should have done that in the first place, coward.
Give them the key card.
Ow.
Let them enter my domain." What? Did I get too close to the microphone?
Yeah.
You like
In my
throated
brain.
that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Can,
alright.
can you do that again and say my precious?
Oh.
Give me a chance to lower the volume on my headphones.
My precious. There you go. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And you just hear Bert just go. He just kind of like breathes deeply as he kind of like rips the lanyard off of his neck and just throws it in front of Seth. Yeah, whatever. Right. With that, Claydol's just gonna cosmic power again.
Plato
Bluffs.
hasn't moved an inch since we walked into this room.
It's also every other turn, so fuck it. Woo. Wait, yeah, well, I guess technically Bert already did his turn. Eleanor.
Eleanor has nothing to do.
Seth.
Hand it over, assholes.
He threw it down. Seth.
If I need to select the right boy. Hi, Mizu. I gotta check if I have the thing I'm trying to use first, because I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, Seth's gonna use a full heal on Mizu. Get rid of that paralysis.
Okay. At first, my brain went to full restore. It's like, whoa. Okay, sure. All right.
Goodbye,
Mizu.
defense.
Goodbye, defense. All right. What's Mizu doing?
I don't know. The man gave us his key card. Are we still gonna beat him up?
It's up to
Probably.
y'all.
Probably should, but oh,
Okay. All right. Sure. All right. Well, then, if that is the case, then can return, he just kind of like, you can tell he's, he's bloody and beaten, and he just goes, if the boss says he'll take care of you, he'll take care of you. And he just kind of like steps to the side. And he kind of just, shows you the way back down the stairs. My men won't harm you anymore.
Weren't really harming us to begin with, thanks.
Just like about to say something and then looks back over at Burke, is like keeping my mouth shut, but obviously he's in pain with his like, how many injuries does he have?
Quite a few, I assume, right?
You have at least 3.
Yeah, he's got 3.
Fair enough.
And then he just picks up the key card and like shoves it in his pocket.
I got
Alright.
2 of them.
Alright. And obviously he will,
Get at him.
skedaddle. And, are you guys just gonna head straight downstairs to the cargo hold?
Do we want to risk telling Tito where our submersible is?
No.
Yeah, no.
They're just gonna fucking take it and leave.
Tito's coming with us. He has no choice. Come on, Tito.
Just grab his Claydol by the hand and start like dragging it down the stairs so he's
Yes.
forced to fall.
That is actually what I would do. Come on, buddy. Can you put the Claydol next to me?
Yes,
Please?
I can.
Thank you. We're holding hands. For everyone watching, please imagine it. If you want to submit fan art, I will I'd appreciate it.